Welcome, royal fans. I'm your host, Archie Andrews, and today we have some juicy royal drama to dive into. It seems King Charles is putting his foot down when it comes to Prince Harry's highly anticipated memoir. As you may recall, last year Harry signed a lucrative book deal reported to be worth up to $20 million with Penguin Random House. The tell-all memoir was slated to give readers Harry's definitive account of his life experiences and what shaped him. Well, according to new reports, it seems this book may never see the light of day thanks to an intervention from King Charles. Over the weekend, multiple major publications claimed Charles had a conversation with Harry where he made it clear that in its current form, he does not approve of or support the memoir being published. Sources say Charles told Harry point blank, "It won't be seen by anyone." Whoa, talk about dropping the royal hammer. So what exactly was said between the father and son, and what led Charles to take such a firm stance? Let's break down what we know. Insiders say Charles expressed deep concerns over what private family matters or anecdotes Harry may have chosen to include in the book. Given Harry and Meghan's criticism of the royal family in the past, this is totally understandable. The Daily Mail reported Charles told Harry that substantial portions of the memoir need to be removed or altered if there is to be any hope of repairing their damaged relationship going forward. Sources told The Telegraph that Charles believes the book is intentionally timed to cause maximum embarrassment for the royal family as the UK enters a period of mourning after Queen Elizabeth's death. Not a good look. In what is surely not a coincidence, Penguin Random House has now pushed back the publication date of the memoir from this year to sometime in 2023, citing a need for input from Harry. Translation: damage control mode is on. So in short, Charles told his son in no uncertain terms that major changes must be made to the book's contents, or it simply will not see the light of day. Yikes. This kind of royal showdown was surely not what Harry or his publishers had in mind. But can you blame Charles for wanting to protect his family and the beloved institution of the monarchy? At the same time, Harry surely feels he has a story to tell on his own terms. So where do they go from here? Will there be compromises? Only time will tell if they can find a solution both sides are happy with. But one thing is for certain, a multi-million-dollar book deal is hanging in the balance. Let's unpack this debate further. On the one hand, as king, Charles does have a duty to preserve the reputation of the royal family. The firm, as it's affectionately known, is a key pillar of Britain's cultural identity and soft power around the world. Anything that damages public perception of the Windsors risks undermining the monarchy itself over time. Meanwhile, Harry would argue he now lives as a private citizen in California and should have freedom to share his experiences without censorship. Not to mention he likely feels an obligation to the $20 million advance and readers waiting for his story. This truly is a clash of priorities between a protective father and king versus an independent son and author. So where do they possibly find common ground? Here are a few potential compromises that could work. Harry omits or anonymizes any particularly sensitive personal anecdotes about current royals like King Charles or Camilla. He focuses more on highlighting systemic issues within the institution that need reform, rather than singling people out. Charles and company get advance access for reasonable redactions rather than a blanket ban or requests to scrap large sections. Publisher delays the book further to provide time to thoughtfully resolve issues rather than rushing it out amid tension. Both sides agree any proceeds go to charitable causes the prince's support rather than personal profit. Of course, these solutions require cooperation and compromise, two things often in short supply when family feuds are involved. Only Harry and Charles know if trusting one another again is even possible at this point. In the end, this saga raises important questions. How much control should transparency have over one's personal story? At what point does familial privacy outweigh historical accuracy? And how will the future of the monarchy be impacted by disputes playing out publicly? This new release delay ensures the drama will continue unfolding. All royal watchers can do now is speculate while we await the next chapter. In the meantime, what are your thoughts on this tug-of-war between a son and his story versus a father and king protecting his house? Sound off in the comments below. That's all the royal tea for now. Stay tuned for updates. In the meantime, be sure to like, subscribe and follow for all things related to the British royal family. Thanks as always for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode of Royal Report.